Hello and welcome back to Upper Lake Farm. 24-day seasons, 10x speed. I got extremely good news. We finally got the cultivating done and the temperature has raised up to 41 degrees. So we're going to be able to seed today. And what I'm going to do is I am going to try a new mod. It's the European spreader. It's a fertilized spreader and a seed spreader. So there's no need for a seed machine, a seed cultivator first. But the disadvantage is it will not, because it just throws the seeds. So it's this thing right here. It's the Chrono 24. It holds seeds. There's two different versions. It holds seeds, fertilizer, or lime. I bought the one under seeds. It's the Chrono 24, and you can get it in the Eurospan, or whatever it's called. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start seeding today. As usual, I always forget. No, I got it low enough. I forgot that's scoot up so I can drive here. There we go. So, good news is, made it to another day. So, if you look up in the right-hand corner, I'll go one more notch lower. There. So I'm not screaming over the thing, and my voice is already adjusted for that. But if you look up in the right-hand corner, we're on April 11th. So we started on March 1st. So it took us to get 100% fertilized, plowed, cultivated, limed. Took us 1 month and 10 days in game time. And we're on day 2 now of mid-spring. So we're cruising right along now. But I just wanted to let you know that's why I used the time up in the time for date. It's a mod called Time for Date Seasons, and what it does is it puts an actual day and date up there. But we're finally there. We've got wet crops, which is usually I would plant with it less than 20% moisture. Oh, I gotta buy this so we can tell. %. So, unfortunately, we're going to plant it with it wet. Usually you try to plant it under 20%, but I don't have time to keep waiting. I finally got the temperature up, and that's all most important. But this spreader is 24 meters wide. As you can see, 78.74 feet. I had to change internets today because we had so many of us on the same internet. So I had to get a separate internet for my recording. And so hang on one second. Let me get this way over here, because this thing is going to fly. Oh, duh. I have to do this now. Like this, and then we have to go like this. And because as you guys see, I put this at the end of the field now. Plowed it in and put some grass here. So we're going to get this set up here. And I'll shift it back over. Whoops. Wrong way. We'll get her. We'll get it right about there. So, I spent some time off camera plowing this in and getting it all set up. Got us to the next day. So, that way we can get this bad boy a-moving here. Now, I've never used this mod, so together we're going to... Let's see. Let's lower Well, that doesn't make sense. So we'll keep it up, and then we'll. Oh, you know what? I wonder. Okay, so it's going to doesn't have a spread. All right, I thought maybe we could adjust the spread, but or the how much seed it uses, but you can't. So we're ready to go. Let's turn this on. As you can see, wow. I mean, whoa. This thing goes. Let me teach me to test it first. So I'm going to turn down my cruise control down to, let's see, a realistic like 12 miles an hour. We'll go 10. That was crazy. So apparently this mod, you can seed it however fast the tractor goes. I mean, that's crazy. I mean, it's awesome for those of you who like to go, if you have a fast track, JCB fast track, and want to go 43 miles an hour when you seed. This is in the in-game mod hub too. That's the worst thing. So I would assume it's not very realistic because, I mean, you're literally just throwing the seed on the ground. I mean, chances of it working in real life would be slim to none. But for those of you who want to use one spreader, or, well, you have to buy them differently in the store. You have to go into the store and buy either fertilize or lime. It comes in 3 different configurations, and 18, 24, and 36 meters. But I figured I would give it a shot. Would I use this all the time? No, because on my realism series, this is not going to be used, because it might be able to be used for spreading fertilizer, but I'm not going to use this to seed. But on this one, on this Upper Lake Farms. But the cool news is also, guys, we're into episode 13. I mean, do you believe it? I mean, it feels like yesterday. It's been well over a month now. In the beginning, I was going pretty much an episode a day, but then I switched over to doing so many Let's Plays now. It's once a week. This gets done now. So, but I'm excited because now I have 4 Let's Plays going, and then my truck sim. I mean, this is kind of neat, I guess. But it's, like I said, it's not very realistic. Because your seeds would not germinate without being put in the ground. But, yeah, it's okay. That's what we're here for. Trying new mods. But as you can see, this, I mean, it's kind of cool, I guess. It kind of works. But doing 24 meter width, I mean, we're going to fly right along with this. And we'll get this field done pretty quick. It's kind of nice to be able to go. Now, it is using the seed rather quickly. So I guess for what they made up for in easiness, they've, I mean, I don't know. I have never researched it. It might be a real piece of equipment. I don't know. It doesn't have any animation. It has the sound, but it doesn't have any, like, the fertilizer spreader spreading it out, which is fine. But what they did do is I noticed they made up for it in how fast the seeds go. I mean, I thought for sure 1,800 would be enough, because normally I can seed with a normal seeder going, 9, 10 miles an hour. I can seed quite a bit. But that's okay, too. It's awful foggy this morning in game. So, I mean, I'm enjoying it. This is day 10, 11? Yeah, we're in a month. But what happens with the date for seasons is it goes according to, like, what a transition. So If 96 days is a season, each season's pretty much lasts a month. So that's why we're a month and 10 days, which is super realistic. It took us a solid month, if you thought about if it was real life, a solid month to get everything done on this. So if you think about if you're doing this as a farmer in summertime and you start in like April, by probably March, end of March, beginning of April, you start plowing because it gets all muddy. You start plowing, you start doing this. So by May or June, you might be seeding. And then maybe by October, you're ready to go. So you're ready to harvest. So I'm going to have to go over and get more seed. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Well, we're still on camera here. Did you see that? The little effects, if you guys caught that. When I was going to the river dam over there at the end of the field, when I pushed up on it, the red and white lines for this GPS, they went like little Pac-Mans. They went doot, 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 doot. That was pretty cool. The things that you catch when you're filming, recording in 4K and as opposed to 1080, it's funny, the little things that happen that you see that you normally wouldn't see. Pretty funny. But in real life, we had a absolutely glorious day today weather-wise. It's making everybody in my neighborhood fantastic. I went outside and I bought a new hose because yesterday evening, today I'm filming this at seats. Well, that was weird how it just put right through it. I'm recording this on Wednesday night, but it's going to be uploaded Friday or Saturday, I think. I'm getting a little bit ahead on my videos, which is good. But yesterday, Monday, it was about 6:30 at night. My wife, I'm in the bedroom. I'm getting all things set up for the washing my laundry and all that stuff like normal people do. And my wife comes in the bedroom screaming at the top of her lungs, "Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, everything's soaked outside." And I thought, what are you talking about? Me being pretty much a smart ass. So I meander outside. I open the door and the hose had split in two, and it was spraying up on the back porch. It was spraying up on the windows. It was spraying everywhere. And I have extremely good water pressure. Like I have 3/4 inch pipes in my basement that I ran. I changed out from 1/2 inch to 3/4 inch. And so it was funny because I'm out there and I'm looking like this 5-year-old trying to chase a worm. The snake or snake. The hose is just going, it's flipping around, and it was the most hilarious thing in the world because I wasn't laughing at the time, but my son, who was looking out the window, was laughing hysterically. Of course, he didn't come out and help me, but he stood at the window and laughed. And so later I laughed about it, but it was so. And the sad thing is that when I bought the hose, it was like less than 2 weeks old. I bought it at the beginning of spring, and hoses aren't cheap anymore. This hose was like $50 for a 100-foot hose, and it busted in 2 weeks. And I'm like, wow. So I had to go out today, and I bought another hose, and that was $63 today at Lowe's. But I got one of those puncture-resistant, kink-resistant, the whole 9 yards. So, but it's just funny, the stories that happen to me in life. I just laugh hysterically. But getting back in game, unfortunately, it's going to take us quite a bit. Using this piece of equipment, it's going to take me a bunch of money to seed. Is it easier? Yeah, it's crazy easy. You just start driving. I'm doing 24-meter widths. Now, granted, 24 meters is a lot of seed. I mean, think about how much we're doing there. But I'm already on the second load, and it looks like I can make 2 passes before the seed's gone. And that's going to in itself be expensive because I didn't even look, though. I was busy running my trap, telling my stupid story about my hose. Sorry about that. But I'm excited about episode 13. I'm excited to get this field done because the next episode we're going to be able to start mowing because I have to think about getting my silage bales going. And because like I said to you before, they take 182 hours in game to ferment. So I should be able to hit cruise control and start. There we go. But if you notice, it's at 1,000. It'll be should be about 200 by the time I'm done with this pass. But we've gone 24, 48, 60 something feet already. Meters. I mean, but this will be it. This is finishing off this 56 acre field we ended up making. A little less now because at the end I put the brush size up to 20 and I plowed it through and then I painted grass over it. I was going to plow it and plant it, and I thought, nah, I'm just going to paint it. But it was a 20 width, so it probably took another acre. So probably 54 acres. And now, depending on where we're at here, 16, 17 minutes, I'll get to the end of this pass, and then I'll wrap it up for the day. And then I'll do this off. But anyways, I'm going to get excited because over there, that big field, we're going to mow. And we're going to mow it. We're going to put it up into rows. And we're going to let it turn into hay. Well, we're going to do 1 row hay, 1 row silage, 1 row hay. And then behind us, get my camera down there. Whoops. All the way down there on the other side by the other side of the shop. That will be our next big field. And trying to do this backwards. So, but tomorrow real life weather here in the East Coast is supposed to be gorgeous. So I'm excited about that. Get outside again. And then I got usually about 7:30, 8 o'clock I have to start thinking about what I'm going to record. And I have set days now. So Monday and Friday will be mods. Tuesday will be Dark Forest. Wednesday will be Jones Dairy. Thursday will be... No. Yeah, Thursday is Wythern Farms. Friday will be mods again. And then Saturday, this comes out Saturday. And then... Let's wrap this up here. And bada boom. Off. And we'll get set up for the next pass. And then Sunday, we'll see how it does the little lines. Can you see them? Like little Pac-Man. That's pretty cool. And then Sunday will be Truck Sim. Now, I have been experimenting with some other games that I'm excited about. And this should say seeded. Yep, owned. And I've planted wheat in it, as you can see, planted. 100% fertilized. It keeps jumping up. 204 acres this land is. So if you see where I just planted this grass here. That's all I did. All right. Kept the dirt textures on this tractor pretty cool. You know, every time I do a mod review and then I do some work in the field, I'm just amazed on the real dirt mod. It's really cool. All right, guys. So, and gals, sorry. I'll get it right. So we finally got to seeding. And we seeded 4 passes, as you saw, with this new seeder. I probably will keep it for this field, and then I'll get rid of it and get a real seeder so that we can do it. This was just kind of a testing thing. We got 4 passes at 24 meters done. And just, you know, as always, look out for yourselves, look out for each other, look out for your families, and just enjoy the day, the night, the weekend, the morning, whenever you're watching this. And once again, guys, catch everybody on the flip side.